Hello, people of the internet. Today I'm going to be teaching you FPS framework, and this is going to be the part 2, okay? But the sad thing about this tutorial is that I didn't save the last um, tutorial, but so that's why what I wanted to do this tutorial is do the server-side scripting. So so I don't really need the view model for this one. Um, so by server side scripting, what I mean is that uh, basically scripting so that other people can see our character move around. So you see, the view model is only for the client, but the server side can't see it. So what we have to do is basically program it so that the server side sees a gun welded to her hand and doing all the animations and yeah, basically all that good stuff. So, we're gonna start off with the camera movement script, right? So we made a view model, moving around with the camera. Now we have to make it with our humanoid rule part. So we're gonna actually put it in start character scripts right here, alright, local script. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the camera, create camera, local. Alright, so now from here, say game get service, run service, dot, actually, heartbeat, because I feel like this is more efficient, right? And we're gonna get the root part. Uh, Actually, we have to get the player first. Alright, now we're gonna get the root part. Um, so what I'm planning to do here is that I'm gonna press play here and show you guys. So so these character scripts are gonna be added to the player, and what there is that humanoid root part and oh wait, is it in upper torso? Oh, okay. So you see in upper torso, there's a waist. There's a basically this waist. What should I call this? Motor 60, and we can use that to rotate our character's body so the server side can see it. Right. This is a so we're just scripting it so that the server side can see our character body move. So we're gonna get the upper torso, and actually let's do find first child, okay, and if upper torso, then so it's checking if upper torso is still there, because we said find first child, and usually find first child returns a true or false. So if it found it, if it's not found it won't run this. So basically, I was saying if it's not there, then don't run. But if it's there, run this. Okay. Now, you need the camera direction to the humanoid root part. So that's why we need to actually include the root part. So, root part. And we don't have to say if humanoid root part, because because we already passed in this if, and if upper torso is there, we know humanoid root part is there. So Now, we're gonna hit the camera direction because this part is important because I'll explain later. Okay. Um, part.cframe to object space. All right, and then we're gonna give it. Let's see. Look vector, and then we're just going to get the um, upper torso dot define first. Actually, yeah, let's just do dot, and it was the waist motor 60, not C0 is equal to upper torso waist dot C0 lerp frame dot new. We're gonna give the delay of 0.5. Give it that delay. Okay. And from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it 0. And actually, you know what? We're gonna give it neck upper so dot C0 dot X. It would be easier if I did this. I haven't done this in a while. If you guys didn't know where I was all this time, I was what? Yeah, I was just Blender modeling, and it's pretty fun, you know. Was it? I said was it? Okay, but it's there though. Okay, waste. Oh, same mistake here. Alright, so let's just click this, and if this runs well or builds well, so as you can see, it's running pretty good. Okay, and now actually, plot twist, we're gonna add some angles into it, you know. And this, I don't know, I personally don't know why we use multiplication, but we do. Okay, so just go with it. Alright, okay, what is this? Alright, so we're gonna say cframe.angles, and then we're gonna give it we're just gonna give it like math dot assign, and we're gonna give it so camera direction, right? Which is camera direction dot dot x. Okay, I almost said C-frame there. Oh, my bad. I forgot to put 0, 0, 0. And quite honestly, like, I'm not even familiar to this, so let's see what happens. Are you going 3 missing right now? Line 15. Of course it is. Wait. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. I just forgot to put the bracket. Okay. Of course. So many. You should have just made a variable. Honestly. Identifier. Okay, wait. So, we start off with the lerp. cframe.new. Then we just like get the upper torso's position. Then we multiply it with a C-frame dot angles, and then 0.5. Then we remove this. Oh, okay. Let's see. Alright, so as you can see, it's working. Oh shoot, this is funny. Okay. Alright. So as you can see, it is not in the night. Wait. It's supposed to be here, I guess. Oh, yeah. That. X. By the way, guys, after this, the zero's not added yet. We're gonna do something after this. It's okay. So if it's going, it's basically going turning the right way. Just um inverse it, and then it should be, yeah. Okay, now we got the side to side. No, side to side. Now we're gonna get the camera direction. Y. Just Y. Just Y. I think I put it in the wrong spot. Alright, so as you can see, it works. And now our server side should be able to nope. Okay. And actually, what we're gonna do is I have an idea. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna make a replicated storage and in a folder replicated storage, handling all the events. Okay. I really thought it was gonna work. I mean, remote function. I always go with remote function. They're like the best. Okay. And then service script. Alright, local events. Okay. And what the I hate this. Like, it just pops up out of nowhere. I'm like, what? Okay, we probably shouldn't call this remote function. Change C-frame remote function. Change C-frame, and we're gonna say equals. So you're like, what do you mean equal? Alright, then we're just gonna say equal function. So this is a valid way of defining functions, if you guys didn't know. Alright, so we're gonna give it the camera direction. Alright, actually, it's gonna give us the player in the first place. And yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy this whole thing, put it in here. Okay, we're gonna give it the upper torso too. So the upper torso, so that just takes away everything. And let's see what else. Yeah, so we're going to basically give so we're gonna say okay, source that events not change C-frame, invoke server. and it already gives it the player. All I'm gonna do is give it the camera direction and the upper torso, and now it should change the frame is not about rename. Oh, my bad. Hello guys, I am back, and yes, so our server-side scripting works. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to script the animations. So let me just get the gun first. So you know how you inserted the gun into your mesh model. The gun you have in your mesh model is the one that you're gonna weld the right hand to. So like, let's see, Amiga. So that's the gun I used last video. There, I found it. So we're gonna weld this to our player's right hand. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say, actually, let's see, just making sure. Okay, the front face is that way. It's gonna be a problem. Is there a way to like switch the front face? That would be very, very cool, you know? That'd be very cool. Okay, let's see. Well, okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna weld it to our player's right hand. So let's just get the Tommy gun. Game.workspace.tom okay, and then we're gonna do weld equals instance dot new, and we'll give it weld parent player dot character weld dot part 0 goes player dot character find first child right hand, and weld part 1 was player dot character find first child. Oh wait, what am I doing? This would just be Tom. We're gonna clone this, and now it's going to be welded. Actually, no, we have to weld the server side too, but let's just do it on the client side, okay. So what is going on? Okay, so the weld works. Part 1 is this, of course, okay. Why is it working? Tom. Oh, yeah, we got a parent, tom.parent is equal to player.character. So why we're parenting the gun to player.character is because in first person, anything in the player model we're not going to be able to see. But if it's in the workspace but it's welded, we're going to be able to see it. Okay? And this is just for the server side to see. We don't want our client side to see the view model and this. That would be just bad, okay? So, yeah, why is this so choppy? I don't know. Maybe it's the heartbeat function. Actually, rendered. Stepped. Let's see now. Oh my gosh, that lag. Okay, yeah, it's just lag, guys. Don't worry about it. Okay. I'm just set that back to heartbeat. Okay. And now, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna rotate the Tommy gun. So Tommy gun C frame is equal to C frame dot new. I'm just gonna give it Tommy C frame X. So we're just gonna give it its own C frame. And X, Y, and Z. And then we're gonna do times C frame dot angles. And we have to rotate it, so we just give it that. I guess it's over here. Alright, it should rotate it actually 180, because we want to rotate it full, like we want to rotate backwards, as you can see. Actually, let's see. Well dot C0 C1 is equal to C frame here. Let's try this. I'm not very familiar with the welds. Okay. I haven't scripted in a while, to be honest. Like, okay, what's going on? Oh no. Okay, that's cool. Can't collide equals false. Maybe that's why it was like so like, you know, different. But as you can see the well just moving around. C0. Okay. We're gonna give it player dot character C frame inverse. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to well.c1 Tom and C frame inverse times C frame angles 180. Okay, let's see it now. Is it? And you wonder why this is happening. Okay, if I commented this out, what would be the case? Okay, why am I lagging? Okay, let's see. Alright, none of this actually really doesn't make sense. Okay, so I have an idea. I'm pretty sure dot C frame, and then I'm gonna just comment this out. Yeah, so I did that. Now let's do that. Okay, now if we multiply this, goes like, I don't know, 90. I'm just test this out. So as you can see, like oh yep, there we go, it's coming along. I would like for the gun to be held like that. Held. Can't pronounce today, huh? Okay, so 0, 180, and now let's test it out. Where is it looking? Okay. So we're just going to have to put it 9. Okay, 0. I don't know. Wait, it was like, I think if we put it at 90, it should be good on the 90 on the okay. Now I'm gonna do math.rad and just put 180 because I don't know why it's not. So it's math.rad stands for radians. Okay, so there we go. Now it's working. We could add the C-frame, like we could bump it like a little bit there. Let's see. So as you can see at the server side, there's nothing there. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to do the same thing. We're going to insert object, and then we're going to say mode function, and then we're just going to rename this to weld 2. Okay, and we are going to basically so in this weld script, events dot weld 2 equals, okay, I forgot to do this last time, on server invoke, and it's gonna give us the player. Okay, and since we're welding this time, so we're gonna give it the weld, and then we're gonna basically create actually here we're going to make the weld here, and then we're just going to give it to our function, and the function is just, we're gonna pass in the first and second parameters, and we'll tell it how we need to rotate it, right? And yeah, so let's say events, oh, I forgot, I don't have that defined here. So events weld 2, and we're going to give it the first parameter, which is Tom, and then we're going to give it the angle that we need to do it, 90, 180, not that, rad 180, and bam. Okay, so what's gonna happen here is it's going to basically create a weld, also weld 2 invoke server. I want to do that first. Okay, so here we're gonna get the gun, the angle, so X, Y, and Z, and what we're gonna do now is, actually I shouldn't have deleted all this. Okay, invoke server, this is very valuable information, as you can see. And now I'm just gonna put this as player, so player.character find first child, Tom is just gonna be the gun, and gun dot C-frame, and this is just going to be X, Y, and Z, and yeah. Alright, now let's test this out. Looks nil with C-frame. Line 17, which is over here. Let's see, it says weld, player.character, and oh, okay, and and weld at part 0. There's nothing really. Index nil with C frame. Okay, I passed in the gun parameter. I don't know why it's saying it's nil. Okay, actually, why is there? Oh, yep. And Tom 0 dot red. I forgot to put one parameter in, and I mean it works, but there's another error. 17 and 20. It's again 17 and 20. 17. Invoke Tom 0 meta red and 0. Okay. Actually, you know what? I have a way better idea. Just give it C frame dot angles 0 meta red 180, and then oh shoot, I'm in test mode. And then we can just take this out. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So we're gonna pass that in, right? And in here we're going to get the angle. In this angle, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put angle here. Okay. And it says index nil with free C frame. Let's see. Okay. Also, why is there a right here? Let's see. Okay. Invoke server Tom C-frame dot angles, and of course I forgot about this again. Other parameter, and bam, a parentheses there. I don't know why there's this error. Mod.c0. I mean, there shouldn't really be an error because it is valid. Oh, that's because I gave it this gun. Okay. Now what we actually have to do? Oh, why is this still here? Okay. So Tom. Alright. I'm gonna give it game.workspace.tom. Alright, and as soon as it gets this, what we're gonna do is put it gun local gun equals gun clone gun.parent equals character. And now, so what I am doing right here is basically whenever they give us this function, we're gonna pass in what gun we want to weld and the C-frame angles. So what it's gonna do, it's gonna clone the gun, parent it to the player.character, and then it's gonna do that. Bam, bam. We're setting the gun parameter to a clone. And bam, we have ourselves a server side. Hopefully, yes, it is server side. And now what you would do is, if you wanted to add angle, or like if you wanted to do, let's see, times C frame, yeah, probably 0 0 and then 1 on the Z axis. Okay, and that would make it more front And yeah, so let's get to the animations part. Am I right? Yeah, let's build a rig, let's build a rig. This block rig, right? This block rig, we're gonna put it right here. We're gonna go to animation editor. We click on the animation editor. We're gonna say holding gun again. Okay, and then from here, what we're gonna do is we're going to basically move this up and this to the back. Then bam, we're going to move this over here. I'm gonna move. Okay, if I can. Okay, there we go. Alright, we're gonna move this over here, and now I'm gonna move it a little like that. This just okay. Maybe rotate. Okay, I'm just going to Control Z because this is just terrible. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're gonna basically hold it like this, and since it's going to be in our right hand, we gotta make it so that it's positioned correctly. Okay, so I'm gonna position it like that. Alright, we're going to probably and from here I'm going to like I don't know. That seems fine for me. Okay. We're gonna add head. Okay, just do what I do right here. Add right hand, left hand, and left lower arm, right lower arm. If I can find it. Or yeah, it's already added. And the reason why you want all these keyframes is that for some reason Roblox just like if you don't add the keyframe, it will animate the keyframe to another animation, so it will just look wonky, you know. And you don't ever want your animations to look wonky. It's not, you know. And now we're gonna export this. Hold gun, submit. We're gonna basically copy this. Alright, oh, it just took me to my browser. That's great. Okay, and now we're gonna go over here. And we're gonna make a folder for the animation, and then actually, you know what? Just put the animation. I'm not really here for organizing. I'm showing you guys how FPS works. We're gonna make another event, and for this one, it's going to be. I'm just gonna duplicate this, and this one's gonna be a animation event. Okay, and then all we're gonna do is we're going to give game.replicated storage.animation, and we're gonna invoke server. Alright, and we're gonna give it the animation game replicated storage.animation, and in the script we're going to basically copy this. We're gonna say animation, and we're going the first parameter we gave animation, and we're gonna get the character humanoid player dot character dot humanoid load animation, and we're gonna just play it, and yes sir. Let's see this. Invoke server is now animation. Did I? Oh, yep, yes I did. Okay, so we're gonna go to the events folder and then do it. Smart man. I'm just playing him. This is just a tutorial. Okay, what's the problem now? Okay. Animation's not even playing. Probably hasn't registered yet. But let's see if it's a script error, which I don't think it is, because we didn't get any debug errors. But as you can see, we have a nice working server side thing. So if you want to see how it will look with other players, let's go into test, 2 players, and start. So again, guys, if you guys are asking for stuff such as switching weapons and organization, that is up to you. I am not going to teach all that. It's just going to make this tutorial longer, and my point of this tutorial is to show you guys the process of making a basic FPS FPS framework. Okay, also I'm gonna change my screen real quick because yeah, there we go. So have this. Oh wait, what? Tom is not a valid member of workspace. That's not right. Tom is a valid member of workspace. Oh, it's because he wasn't anchored. Okay, so in local script, we're just going to right here, we're gonna make it Tom gun.anchored equals false. Alright, and now let's test this out. So again, guys, thank you for all the support. I mean, like these comments, like it's unbelievable, and the fact that there's 72 subscribers on my channel is just unbelievable, and I just thank you guys for that. Yeah, I'm very grateful. Okay, what is going on? Anyway, what the heck? He's flying. He's flying too. He just... Whew. It's funny, okay. Anyway. Let's go into first person. And let's go into first person. Hey man. You have a nice thing right there, thing. And he's like, hey, thank you, man, thank you. Hey, look up in the sky, man. Oh, yeah, me too. Yeah. Okay, so, thanks for watching, guys. Again, this is just a basic, like, way to do FPS framework. This is how FPS framework works. And if you do want any organization tips, what I would do is I would separate every one of these functions into a module, and then I would create, like, so if you switch to a weapon, use that module's functions to use that framework. You basically switch view model, switch the server model, switch the animations. It's basically, that's how FPS framework works. And again, thank you for all the support. And part 3, I don't know, I haven't planned anything for part 3, but people have been asking me for view model animations, and I'm not really good at that. But if you guys do have your view model saved, which is why I should have it saved. But if you do have it saved, you could if you have the rig edit plugin, you can basically edit the rig and rig it, and then you can animate it using the default Roblox animation theme. So it's not that hard to animate, and then the recoil is just moving your mouse up and down. But if you do want a tutorial on that stuff, make sure to let me know in the comment section below. And if this video helped you out in any way, yeah, just let me know. It really helps. Okay, and I'm out, yo.